Yes, my people, what's good? Reiss Beckford here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today, we are going to discuss the Growth Club. I've been meaning to make this video and I finally found some time to sit down, set up the camera and actually talk about it. What is it that we do? How did we get started? The mission, and specifically why gymnastics, gymnastics clubs, and gymnast in particular. So we're going to go through the full journey. We're going to go through the mission, how we can help, what we've seen, and hopefully you guys will have a better understanding of what the Growth Club is. So first things first, a little bit of a background on myself for those who do not know me. Like I said, my name is Reiss Beckford. I was an international gymnast for 23 years. I competed at the highest level, going to 2 Commonwealth Games, 4 World Championships, and also a European Championships, as well as multiple World Cups along the way in my career. So I know what it's like to be an elite level gymnast and an elite level athlete. I also coach for 10 of those 23 years at all different levels. Participation level, at the recreational level, all the way up to the international level, helping some of the best gymnasts in the world achieve their dreams and make history for the countries that they competed for. So I have a great experience of being an athlete and also being a coach. I then became a performance coach, which I still do to this day, where I'm helping athletes, not only in gymnastics, but also outside of gymnastics, increase their performance. What this means is having an overall holistic approach to their sport. Nutrition, recovery, strength training, mindset, all of that type of stuff, helping them be the best that they can be to achieve what they want to achieve. And I've always had an interest in the business side of gymnastics. How do the clubs grow? How can we get more participation in gymnastics? And the systems that they use to help the club grow. And also, I've always been interested in personal branding. I'm a very creative person. Those of you that have known me know that I've always been into drawing. I've been into clothes and fashion and lots of things that are aesthetically pleasing. So understanding somebody's personal brand, where they want to take it, how they can build it has always been an interest in mine. So that is where the Growth Club has originated from. So with that, we have 2 parts of the Growth Club. We have the gymnastics club support and we also have the athletes support. Within the gymnastics clubs, we look at helping them grow, whether that be through increasing their retention, so keeping the members that they have, increasing their impact, which is always the mission. How many kids can we get doing gymnastics in all capacities? And also getting them to understand that there are systems that they can use to continue to grow, build retention, and also grow their impact. The other part is the personal branding. Having a personal brand, especially in a time like this, 2025, is going to be super important, specifically for the athletes, but also the coaches. Gymnastics is a small part of a life scale. If you put your life on a scale between 1 and 10, for example, gymnastics holds a really small part. You have a life outside of gymnastics for both gymnasts and the coaches. So it's super important to be able to build not only a business, but build something for yourself outside of gymnastics that you can then continue to progress in and turn into a career. One of the biggest problems I saw specifically in gymnastics clubs is there was no tracking. No tracking of referrals, no tracking of people that were joining, and no tracking of people that were leaving or why they were leaving. So I saw a huge gap to be able to help these gymnastics clubs. So over the past 5 years, I've been working with not only with one of the biggest gymnastics clubs in the country, but I would say one of the biggest gymnastics clubs in Europe to help them build these systems and also create more impact. This could be through social media, this could be through marketing, and also creating these systems that allow them to track where their customers are coming from, where their customers are going, and why they are going. On the personal branding side, for both coaches and gymnasts, they spend all this time dedicating and sacrificing their life to this one goal, and that is to be better at the sport or better at coaching. But at the end of it, they struggle to then turn that into a way to create more impact and create more revenue for themselves. There should be a reward for the grind and the sacrifice that you make. Yes, as an athlete and as a coach, you can use the results as a reward. But after that, it's important to understand that you need to be able to continue in life. understanding how to build a personal brand, build a presence online, and also have a direction that you want to take your personal brand. Gymnastics is just one part of who you are. People are interested in who you are as a person, your overall personality. What other things are you interested in? Your views on life, and some of the things that you have to say about the general things that are going on in the world. And it's important to me to create a place that can teach and guide people, specifically coaches and gymnasts, to get to that point where they can continue a career within gymnastics without gymnastics being the only thing that they can provide. So why did I start the Growth Club? I wanted to build something that helps both sides of the sport. Not just the clubs grow their impact, increase their revenue, and increase their retention on the members that they have, but also for the athletes so they can have a longer career and they can also start to see rewards from the effort that they are putting in. Only should the clubs, the gymnastics clubs, understand that they are a business, but the athletes should also understand that they should operate as a business. Some of the biggest mistakes that I see that athletes make with their own personal branding is accepting that the results that they get in gymnastics are the only thing that hold weight and hold value. I understood really early as a gymnast that results were not the only way that I could create impact for the sport. I also understood early on that people were interested in me as an individual. Doing gymnastics was just a part of who I am. It was a part of my life and something that I did, but it wasn't my whole identity. And I think that gymnasts get caught up in that thought process. Gymnastics should be a vehicle for you to be able to go into other things in your life. Yes, I understand that coaching is going to be the first step, and it's normally the most popular step that gymnasts make. And I made that step, and I understood and found very quickly that gymnastics coaching was not the best thing for me. I loved helping people, I loved coaching, but I didn't want to specifically be in gymnastics. And that's why I went on to be a performance coach, to still have an impact within the sport, but from a completely different angle. And I believe that it's important for gymnasts to understand that going to these high level competitions are not the only thing that is going to allow you to be successful. You are able to build something that is based around you as an individual, the things that you like, your personality, to then continue to be successful within and outside of the sport. The biggest mistakes I saw with gymnastics clubs is they had no tracking systems. How many new joiners, how many people were leaving, and why people were leaving their gymnastics clubs. Just tracking these three numbers will really put you at an unfair advantage to the other gymnastics and other sports clubs in your area. Understanding how to grow the gymnastics club as a business will not only allow you to increase your revenue, it will allow you to have more impact with your gymnastics club, meaning there'll be more members coming in, which means you'll be able to create a better environment, helping the coaches develop, but also with more members coming into the gym, you are more likely to find a talented athlete. One of the biggest issues that gymnastics clubs come against, especially on the performance side, is they don't feel that they have enough talent walking through the door. But this usually is because of exposure. You don't have enough people coming through the door in general, so the lower percentage of people that are coming through the door are going to be talented. So if you can increase your impact by having more leads and more members coming into your gym, you are more likely to find a talented athlete. So what we do at the Growth Club is help with these two services. We will help you as a gymnastics club create more impact, increase your revenue, and also increase your retention. This can be done through marketing, referral schemes, and understanding how to track that information so that you can then use that information to make informed decisions when it comes to your marketing and growing your impact as a gymnastics club. On the other side, like I said, we have the personal branding. This is where we can help you as coaches or as gymnasts create a business around you as an individual. We fully understand that gymnastics takes dedication, commitment, and hard work. And we at the Growth Club truly believe that you deserve to be rewarded for all of those sacrifices. So building something around you that you can continue to do after gymnastics is super important. So I hope you found value in this video. I hope it has answered all your questions about the Growth Club. If you're interested in working with us, then please shoot us a DM on Instagram. It will be linked in the description below. You can also follow us on Instagram, where we will be sharing lots of value about growing your impact, growing your revenue, increasing your retention, and if you're an athlete or a coach, helping you build your personal brand. So please give us a follow, like, comment, and subscribe. Any questions, shoot us a message on Instagram and we'll get back to you straight away. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.